Hi, my name is Iqbal Haris and I will start the introduction for Sunway Berhad. Sunway Berhad, also known as Sunway Group, which is founded in 1947 by Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia. The headquarters located at Sunway City, which is in Subang Jaya, Selangor. And Sunway Berhad is diversified conglomerate in Malaysia. Sunway also has worked in a lot of industry, include real estate, education, malls, construction and many more. And the vision of Sunway Berhad is to be the Asia's model of cooperation in sustainable development and innovating to enrich life for a better tomorrow. And the mission, the first one is empowering people to deliver enhanced value to all stakeholders, and embracing sustainability in business processes and decisions. And lastly is attracting and nurturing a talented and progressive workforce for the digital era. And Sunway core values are integrity, humility and excellence. Sunway believe in upholding the right values in build a sustainable and progressive society. The emphasis of the core value is the ingredient for Sunway Berhad being where they are today.
Now, I will explain about the business level strategy for Sunway Berhad. First are overall low cost. Overall low cost, creating a low cost position relative to a firm's peers. Sunway Berhad has several divisions and each division sets their way in reducing the cost of value chain. For example, the construction division has expanded BIM capabilities from 4D to 6D towards enabling increased cost control and more effective project delivery. Second is differentiations. Each product or services that are unique and valued. Sunway mainly a property and construction business. Differentiation itself by offering many services in the construction business like building construction and civil engineering. It also offers several other business divisions such as property development, healthcare, construction, property investment, REIT, leisure, hospitality, trading and manufacturing, quarry as well as building materials. Beyond developing infrastructure and supporting nation building activities, Sunway provide the much needed healthcare education under the non-profit Jeffrey Chase Foundation, entertainment as well as support local businesses and develops local supply chains for a sustainable community. Lastly is combination strategy. Sunway Berhad is implementing a combination strategy of overall low-cost leadership and differentiations. This strategy offers two values to the customer which are differentiated attribute and lower price. The goal is to provide unique value to customer in an efficient manner. Next, I will explain about the corporate level strategy. First is through merger. Merger involve a combination or consolidation of two firms to form a new legal entity. Sunway used merger to create value through diversifications. In 2011, the merger between Sunway Holding Berhad and Sunway City, which known as Sun City, formed Sunway Berhad. The merger happened due to the market premium and earning that is quite similar between Sunway Holding Berhad and Sun City. It will be difficult to merge if Sunway Holding share price does not relate with Sun City. After the merger, Sunway Berhad is a new entity listed in Bursa Malaysia. The merge contribute greatly in property development activities, construction and building material industry of Sunway Berhad. This merge give benefit in terms of size, synergy and brand. After the merger, the net profit of Sunway Berhad had become more than double over the year and Sunway has successfully become one of the largest collaborators in Malaysia. Second is acquisitions. It involves one firm buying another either through stock purchase, cash or the issuance of debt. In 2021, the division added a new automotive product line into its portfolio with the acquisition of Dongfeng Commercial Vehicle in Malaysia. The acquisition is to strengthen the division's distribution capacity and market share in the commercial vehicle segment. Lastly, through joint venture. Joint venture is corporate relationship between two or more firms with potential advantages. For example, in September 2021, Sunway Berhad through its joint venture vehicle with Singapore developer Hoi Hup Realty has won a competitive bid for the en bloc acquisition of Flint Park, a condominium development located in Year Siang Road, Pasir Panjang, Singapore, with a bid of RM 1.15 billion.
So next one is pros of strategy, which consists of overall cost leadership and differentiation. So for overall cost leadership, first is allowing Sunway Berhad to outperform the market despite fierce competition. So it also allowing Sunway Berhad to earn a profit even if competitors has eroded. So next one is Sunway Berhad has minimized the cost in all activities in firm value chain to protect against rivalry opponent. So last but not least, put Sunway Berhad in a better position than its competitors against the substitution. So next one is for the differentiation. So Sunway's differentiation strategies allows them to compete in the market with products that are less expensive. So increased brand loyalty, which is Sunway Berhad can be considered as leading brand. So differentiations create value since the corporation may concentrate on the product's cost value. So next one is by having a brand image and prestige brand in Malaysia, which include higher education, luxury malls, entertainment centers such as Sunway Lagoon, and of course property development, trading and manufacturing, quarry, and a few other areas. So the pitfall of strategy also too. For overall cost leadership, IGN Land, which is Sunway's primary competitors, has easily mimicked the company's strategy because they operate in the same industry. So next one is too much emphasis on one value chain activities. Too much emphasis on construction activities, which result in a fall in quarter profit due to poor contribution in property development and investment. There is a lack of parity in differentiation, which is there is too much differentiation but not enough meaningful positive. So for differentiation, Sunway Berhad creates too many differentiated products when a handful was sufficient. Cannibalism within the brand could result as a result of this. Next one is too high a premium price, which it appears that some of the product were overpriced, so resulting in unsold inventory worth 600 to 700 million ringgit Malaysia, despite the property market's recovery. So next one is buyers and seller may see distinction differently. For example, Sunway charge a higher price to attract more clients. However, because of Malaysia's economy is struggling, not all consumers or users can afford the higher price.
I will elaborate on the life cycle of the industry in general and apply it to Sunway Group Berhad. Life cycle of an industry refers to the stages of introduction, growth, maturity and decline that occur throughout the industry existence. It is a topic that may be investigated at multiple levels, ranging from the life cycle of an entire industry to the life cycle of a single variation or model of a product or service. There are three steps that require further explanation. Introduction phase. It is the initial phase of the product life cycle, during which the consumer is unfamiliar with the product or service. The most notable aspect of this stage is the product is new to the market, sales are slow, technological change is rapid, and the company must incur substantial advertising costs to make the product appealing to consumers. Under this stage, a host of factors such as the generic strategic factor are entirely distinct. In 1974, when it was still a private limited company engaged in tin mining and curing, Sunway Berhad began its illustration history. After that, in 1993, they began construction on Sunway Lagoon Theme Park, becoming the first company in town to offer entertainment theme park. The second factor is that Sunway Group Berhad current market growth rate is low. This is because they lack brand recognition among consumer and industry professionals. In addition, they do not engage in a substantial amount of advertising for their product that will affect the profit at the time. The number of segments is low, which is the third factor. At the time, Sunway Group Berhad only offered two products and service, which are Sunway Lagoon Theme Park and the Sunway Lagoon Hotel in Penang. In this situation stage, they are still relatively small, but they intend to expand their services and offering in the future. Lastly, competition is moderately severe. This is due to the fact that there are still new and a few companies produce the same product or service as Sunway Group Berhad. In addition, during this time period, they have been providing services in the education sector of Sunway's private university, which offers the highest standards of learning and a luxurious residential hostel block. And Sunway has begun to establish connection with international universities such as Lincoln University and Cambridge University throughout the partnership. In conclusion, Sunway Group Berhad will conduct more research and development to demonstrate product and service enhancement in order to achieve their goal of increasing market awareness among external parties, and they will achieve this objective by being well versed in the world at this stage. The second stage of the life cycle is the growth stage. During the growth stage, consumers have recognized the products present on the market, and customers begin to pay for the goods regularly. The primary key to success is to cultivate consumer preference for particular brands, which means that the demand and profit are ideally increasing at a steady rate. In the growth stage, the product market is expanding and competition is beginning to emerge. The first factor to consider is that Sunway Berhad has not yet adopted a generic differentiation strategy. From 1971 to the present, Sunway Group Berhad has engaged in more than 2 types of businesses, such as resort, education, real estate, and health innovation, such as Sunway Hospital, which has led to expansion and growth. The company now conducts every type of business in more than 55 locations in Malaysia and employ more than 16,000 individuals. It is so unbelievable. The company now conducts every type of business in more than 55 locations in Malaysia and employ more than 16,000. The company now conducts every type of business in more than 55 locations in Malaysia and employ more than 16,000 individuals. It is so unbelievable. The final factor to be considered at this stage is product design, which is at a high level. This is due to the fact that Sunway Group Berhad now enjoys strong brand recognition, not only locally but also internationally. The final factor to be considered at this stage is product design, which is at a high level. This is due. In addition, for companies to survive in this space, they must demonstrate improvement in product features, as Sunway Group Berhad did by providing standard service in hospitality to ensure customer satisfaction and enjoyment. In addition, for companies to survive in this space, they must demonstrate improvement in product features, as Sunway Group. To ensure strong sales, Sunway Group Berhad must improve output and services quality by adding new product features to increase market share, such as introducing new courses or enhancing the teaching style at Sunway University or college. Aside from that, the company can also offer the highest price as Sunway did, but in order to maintain customer loyalty, they must ensure that the price charged is in line with the supplier's demand in order to keep demand and profit rising. In conclusion, Sunway Group Berhad has achieved all of its goals at this stage, and in order to continue its growth in the industry, it can implement advanced technologies such as producing electricity and providing financial support to value chain analysis.
Now, I will explain of the maturity stage. In the maturity stage, aggregate industry demand softens. As market becomes saturated, there are few new adopters. It's no longer possible to go around the competition, so direct competition becomes predominant. Sunway was impacted by COVID-19 in 2020, along with many other enterprises and large corporations. As the pandemic faced us with new problems, Sunway did not escape the wrath of the storm. They have responded with caution and moderation to the outbreak. They have used this time to re-evaluate their existing companies and implement strategies and plans that will assist all of our market business division in recovering more quickly in the second half of the year. The group is projected to recover by final year 2021. Sunway was better prepared after 2 years. The group extended its business continuity plan and made substantial digital transformation progress. Some corporate divisions use digital platforms, such as theme parks, hotels, and shopping malls, which rely primarily on physical visitors, were hurt by lockdowns, retention, and border closure, which limited travel. In final year 2021, property investment in REIT retail, leisure, and hospitality business areas remain difficult. These business segments improve their operational performance by using the lull to improve theme park facilities and services and repair hotels in anticipation of the reopening of international cruises. The group achieved revenue of 3,717.3 million ringgit and profit before tax of 463.9 million ringgit from continuing operation in final year 2021, a growth of 50.8% and a decline of 5.3%. Most business segments except property investment contributed to increasing revenue in the year 2021.
Let's proceed with the concept of outsource. First is acquisition. In 2021, the division added a new automotive product line into its portfolio with the acquisition of Dongfeng Commercial Vehicle Malaysia. The motive of this acquisition is to strengthen the division's distribution capacity and market share in the commercial vehicle segment. This allows both companies to leverage their respective strengths and competencies to maximize benefits from operational synergy and competitiveness. Benefit from this acquisition, it will provide the company with an opportunity to diversify and tap into a new market segment of haulage and logistics, while Dongfeng will also have new opportunities to expand. We move to divestment. There is a partial divestment of equity interest in Sunway Healthcare Holdings Sdn Berhad and its subsidiaries. Sunway Healthcare Holdings Sdn Berhad, a wholly owned subsidiary of Sun City, which in turn is a wholly owned subsidiary of the company, had been reclassified from a subsidiary to investment in a joint venture following the partial divestment on 23 December 2021. The objective of this divestment enabling managers to focus their efforts more directly on the firm's core businesses, and Sunway commits to achieving a value creation from the partial divestment. Lastly is joint ventures. Sunway Berhad, through its wholly owned subsidiary Sunway Shared Services Sdn Berhad and Huawei Technologies Malaysia Sdn Berhad, seal a Memorandum of Understanding MOU. The motive of this collaboration is to develop and advance the Sunway Digital Innovation Program. The proposed collaboration will see Sunway and Huawei explore development in the areas of fintech, big data, machine learning, digital growth platforms, go-to-market enablement, as well as cloud infrastructure modernization, leveraging Huawei's advanced technology, ecosystem, and digital innovation capabilities. This will be beneficial to Sunway to integrate core business scenarios with ICT technologies and to accelerate industrial digitalization as well as upgrades through scenario-specific innovation solutions.
And lastly, for conclusion, Sunway Berhad is one of the Malaysia's largest conglomerates. I would say Sunway is a successful company since they nearly meet the vision. It is because they are good in financial and non-financial performance to generate more profit. They're also good in business level strategy, which is a combination of strategy, and also merger in corporate level strategy to gain the synergy. Sunway keep growth in industry life cycle, except for the pandemic during the COVID-19, and pursuing growth by using method acquisition, internal development, and joint ventures to create synergy and become more successful in future of worldwide.